Hey buds, welcome back to Matables and welcome back to another reaction of Bungo Stray Dogs, episodes 4 and 5, I'm pretty sure. Alright, going pretty good so far, alright, we lost a character I really wanted to lose, thankfully. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, maybe I shouldn't get my hopes up because I'm gonna be really let down if she's still alive. I know that it's the meanest thing I probably have said in a reaction, it's just, I'd be happy if I did not have to feel like that again. All right, and we're learning a little bit more about the were-tiger stuff. So thankfully, we'll see where this shit goes. But what's this episode called? I'm not sure. Take the were-tiger alive.
Take the were-tiger alive.
Take the were-tiger
I'm the
alive.
one you're after.
Oh no, we're having a nightmare. Okay.
What happened? Where am I?
To be fair, that would be a little annoying at first, you know, because you're just trying to get used to this whole setup. You know, you have a new house and new friends and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fantastic, right? But like every time you need to lock the fuck in, you don't have control anymore, you know, which kind of fucking sucks because you have to like kind of rely on this tiger a lot. And then hopefully someone comes and saves your ass because otherwise you can wake up somewhere where you're not going to know where you are, which is kind of where we are. At least it doesn't feel as like culty or bad. So we're fine for now. It was just a clean cut. It was just a clean cut. A question now I have. We lost that leg. Does that leg still exist? Like, is there just that leg just chilling around now and some kid's gonna find it like on the side of the street? Or can we like perpetually farm body parts? You know, if someone like lost an arm and needs an arm, you could just cut it off him. He could transform into a tiger. You could free arm. Honestly, there could be a lot of money in that. This could get very dark. I doubt it's gonna do that. But like, I'm just saying, what happens to the old leg?
I remember, Mr. Kunikita, are Junichiro and Naomi?
Just calm down.
Don't tell me they're fine. Don't tell me they're fine, please.
They're both okay.
Fuck.
For me, Junichiro.
What?
It's impressive. You must really like my treatment a lot.
I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of this razzmatazz. Okay? Sure, it's gonna happen in some animes. It's just what it is. I guess I'm not used to it because I haven't watched, like... I've only been watching, like, more recent stuff, and I guess it happens less often now, maybe? Or it's just the stuff that I'm watching currently? But, like, of the fan service, that's what it's called, not the razzmatazz. But I like, if it happens occasionally, sure. If it's the whole fucking show, then it might as well just be hentai at that point. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that is the whole show. I'm just saying, like, I gotta get used to this kind of aesthetic sometimes. I don't want to, please don't do that gesture. I meant that, we're moving on. Am I allowed to show this? Okay. But at least they're not siblings. Okay. Do whatever weird shit you want, just not with the brother and sister thing. All right? I'll update that list as it goes. Of course, there's going to be a lot of things I don't want to know, don't want to see, but just let's keep it as as default as we can, or respectable, or something. You know, if I was getting operated on, yeah, we're gonna go into a fucking rant right now. If I was being operated on, and the nurse wasn't a very attractive nurse, and she's got cool gloves on, sure, and then takes her shirt off, I'm like, this is a lot to process. Yes, are you gonna fix me? Sure, I guess whatever your method is. Sick. It would definitely be a wild range of emotions, for sure. I would be terrified, but also slightly interested, I'm sure. But don't, like, lick your lips at me in a way that it's not, like, necessarily sexual. It's more of, like, I'm ready to, like, drink your blood. We're gonna have a lot of weird conversations on the show. What's it sound like he's getting scabbed up?
Think carefully about what you will do.
Okay.
What in the world can I do?
Yeah.
What?
By the way, kid, there's something I've been looking for. You haven't seen my glasses around, have you?
All right, you can't say that we've never done that before, right? I've done that with my phone. I've done that with my glasses. I've done that with my wallet. Keys that I'm holding in my hand. Sometimes that shit happens, all right? I get it. I understand. Our best case scenario right now is we kind of have to trade. We kind of have to lock the fuck in, all right? Especially if people are going to get hurt around us, we have to be able to, like, control this tiger to some capacity, all right? It's very strong, and people want it. So we need to make sure we can defend it and also protect the people that are trying to protect us at the same time, right? That's what we got to do. Training arc.
I found it already.
That's impossible.
Okay, I mean, it's not impossible, first off. We're watching someone transform into a fucking tiger, okay? So it looks like he can take the energy of a swing and stop it completely in its tracks, right? Because that's just what happened. Boop, just a little finger tap. That just stopped moving. And then that thing is now absolutely destroyed and also sent him backwards. So he has to take some kind of, I don't know how much thought goes into these abilities, or it's just like, boop, destroyed, and then it fucking just sends him back. Because that thing is a lot more distorted than it would be normally if all it did was push back. So something more complex happens with this. What'd it do? His body seems contorted. We've seen contortion in JoJo's and it was fucking disgusting. So it almost looks like he bends, right? It seemed like his body seems twisty. That's the best way I can describe it.
I hear it was a massacre. Damn. The police investigating the incident say the Port Mafia's military squad did it. The Black Lizard Group, the most violent of them all.
The Black Lizard Group? What does that remind me of? There's like a show in Nickelodeon where there was like the Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's what it sounds like, a Legends of the Hidden Temple fucking team name. The Black Lizards, the Pink Panthers, the Orange Iguanas.
Yes? Who is this?
It's me.
Where, Tiger? He must have seen the business card I left at the agency. Your colleagues may have saved you the other day.
You're just gonna turn yourself in? Yeah, but like, you could save like your work friends, you know, but like, there's no fucking way that that's just gonna be the end of it. There's no way everyone just lives a fucking happy life once you turn yourself in, bro. All right, it's one thing if you're just a murderer and you're turning yourself into prison. It's another thing if you have the fucking nuts power of a were-tiger, you know, and then you give yourself, like, I don't know the potential that they have and why they want to pay so much for you unless they just want you off the street, which is one thing, but there's no fucking way a villain agency, mafia, wants that. They're going to extract that power and they're going to use this tiger to take apart cities? Start a fancy zoo? What do they... What's the plan?
Oh, so you finally decide to show up. Thanks to you, we've got a big mess here. We're probably looking at the worst-case scenario.
Can you just not give us sass for a second? We're trying our best, okay? I like you. You're significantly higher than I originally put you. Let's chill for a bit, okay? You're professional and you're strong, and I understand the confidence a little bit, but don't get me started on the tuchus. But let's stop giving him I'm sure he's going through a lot already. Well, we know he's going through a lot already, but fucking chill out. Oh, I have to reevaluate all the other characters as well.
No need to worry.
Hold on. But they all have diamonds for eyes. And I've never noticed it in other shows necessarily, but like I usually follows like a similar like loopy or circular kind of structure. But like the diamond eyes, it's a weird choice, but I like it. You know? It adds sharpness to the characters, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen that before or noticed it, but it's something that I'm like, hey, you know what? That's a fun decision.
No orphanage wants someone like you.
The world would be a better place if you just die in a ditch somewhere.
This poor kid's gonna think about this fucking scene. The amount of times we've paused on this scene already, it's gotta be like 3 or 4 times, which is nuts, where it's almost like once per episode where we get this fucking thing. if this happens for the next 2 or 3 seasons, I feel like I'm gonna hate it, and then I'm gonna fucking love it at some point. Alright, good luck. With your cute little cat tail. Those all electric cables? Isn't it weird that we have like wooden poles outside that carry our electricity around? Don't we think that's a little dated? And how excessive would it be to have to like replace all that shit? I know in some areas it's like underground and it's up to date, but just the fact that we have a bunch of wooden stakes in the ground that hold electric poles. And that's how we deliver electricity.
You're late. You're late by 2 minutes.
You really shouldn't be so uptight all the time, Gray.
Black Lizard Commander. I thought the other guy was going to be the Black Lizard Commander. And you know you're the main character because you're dressed completely different from all your other subordinates, I guess. I will say, though, this jacket, I would wear the fuck out of that jacket. I've just been getting into where it's not necessarily crop, but it's a higher cut jacket. I'm actually wearing crop top right now. But like I like it when it's like more at your ribs than it is like covering like more of your body. I don't know. I just like these. It's a little bit more sporty looking, I think. And I've been getting into looking for those, but they're actually a lot harder to find because also I don't know how to look for fucking clothing at this point.
Amps. This place is so depressing. Is Geen here yet?
Who?
Or is he late too?
He's here. Look behind you.
Who the fuck is that? Wait. Black Lizard Commander How many Black Lizard Commanders are there?
Or would either of you prefer to be reported killed in action?
You're the leader. Falling Camellia. 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 Falling Camellia.
And we pursuing the were-tiger.
The previous attempt failed because the agency interfered. We won't let that happen again. We'll annihilate the agency first so they can't protect him.
And if there are no survivors?
That's fine by me.
Understood.
Why do I feel like she might come to the good side at some point? I don't know. Even though she's like, I want there to be no survivors, but we're giving her a lot of airtime for someone that technically failed their first mission and then got slapped. You know, that made me feel a little bad for her. I wouldn't doubt that she would be like not necessarily a double agent, but more of like someone that like somewhat cares at some point. There's no way. Okay. Diamond. I don't know. I like her style a lot. I think she's the freak nurse, but you know what? This is a fucking vibe right here. Diamond dies, diamond dies.
Can I help you?
Drinking?
Apologies, detectives. We must have forgotten to make an appointment. And we even forgot to knock.
The Port Mafia's Black Lizard.
No, what? Okay. I might be looking too much into it. It might not be like anything whatsoever. It was just something I wanted to talk about. What's up? Why was that car honking?
Get out, you good for nothing! No orphanage wants someone like you.
The world would be a better place if you just die in a ditch somewhere.
Stop. It's such a beautiful scene, and then it's just fucking, like, horrible. And we have to relive it all the time, which I understand it's like how depression and like trauma fucking works, right? But it's just funny when it happens now. It's funny, but we'll overcome it, all right? I believe in them.
All of them were right about me.
They were not.
There isn't a place in the world for me.
No, your team likes you now. We got this, all right? I understand, all right? You went through some horrible shit, and now you don't believe you deserve the good shit, but you do. Everybody does, all right? There's always a reason. There's always going to be something better. But you can't. You got to get out of that mentality yourself, all right? We got to stop thinking about it. I know it was a beautiful church, and I love the lights there, but God, thinking about it is fucking exhausting, right? It's not doing any good for you right now. So what we need to do is we need to just erase that fucking memory. Doesn't exist anymore, all right? Just scrub it out of there. All right, now all we'll remember from that, maybe every time that scene comes on, we'll just mute it. Look at that. Already improvement, right? And then we're like, wow, remember how beautiful that church was? That's what it is. And that's what we're going to work on.
Stop it!
Okay.
What the?
God, he's so good at that. He is so good at the fucking throws, man. Every time. Toss this guy right on his fucking ass. He's good. That's why I like him. He's a professional. He's a little angsty, a little angry. We can work with that.
There!
Oh,
Yeah!
That was a good kick.
Throw off our budgetary projections. Repairing all this structural damage and replacing ruined inventory is going to cost us a damn fortune.
Using machine guns for...
If you guys had a fucking camera, you would have been able to stop the attack before it even fucking started. All right, so why don't you spend an extra $30 on fucking surveillance, and then maybe this wouldn't happen next time.
It's the worst case scenario? Gifts and apologies? And that's the terrifying Port Mafia hit squad?
Yeah, I guess so.
Mr.
What the fuck does this mean for the show? I thought that was gonna be a significantly more important fucking thing, and they just wiped them all out? In the same episode they introduced them? What the fuck does that mean?
So stop staring at me with those vacant eyes and start lending a hand. Think carefully about what you will do.
Okay.
Oh, see, you got a place that you belong. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay, we have one goal. We have one thing we need to focus on, and we just gotta work on you a little bit. We gotta work on this trauma, which I don't want you to be traumatized at all, even though this is a very intense and stressful work environment, right? But that doesn't seem like that'll be too much of a problem for you if we can overcome some of the other stuff. So we need to work on your trauma. All right, you need to know that you belong here, and they want you here, of course. Then we need to work on your fucking ability. Because that's, I feel like that's going to give you significantly more confidence and trust in yourself and in your teammates. You know, if we can all get an understanding of what you can and cannot do. Okay. And then from that point on, then maybe we start taking out the actual mafia so there's no more mafia left. Is this going to be in their JoJo's part 5? You know, where we want a good mafia. Well, we're not a mafia. Well, we're a detective agency. But we work with like mafia stuff. So if there's no more mafia, then do we run out of funds? That's a question for a future episode. Oh, we can't play the fucking music. Stop. I just feel bad because I like the endings of these, but like the enough of it. For me, it's not about the crying over the criticism. I can take criticism. I've been taking criticism for over a decade at this point. Okay. It's more of the nice things that you guys say, or when people compliment me and stuff like. So it's not necessarily I don't get compliments. It's just since I feel like a feeling's so heavy and intensely, vividly. You know, like when I feel like criticism, I'm like, okay, let me take that into consideration. Let me look at this. Let me think about that. But when when it's just good, positive energy and vibes and compliments, I'm like, oh, that's so stuff. That's so sweet. You didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm a little bit less of that and more of that. In episode 2. Well, part 2. We've done this 1,000 times.
The Black Lizard.
The Black Lizard.
The armed detective agency was attacked by the Port Mafia's military squad.
But then was perfectly fine. They took a fuck ton of shots in there. No one took any damage except for the windows and the walls. And then they also got their ass beat and then tossed out that singular window over there. Yeah. Why? I guess they're not worried at all? Is it just more of a nuisance? Then why wouldn't we just go and, like, erase them? Do we just not know where they are?
The Black Lizard.
Black Lizard.
But the entire squad was crushed thanks to the battle skills of Kunikita, Yosano, and Kenji.
Kenji is
That's
undisturbed.
how powerful the armed detective...
Kenji is my undisturbed king. I am so excited to team up with him at some point or, like, learn about him. He's just... I don't know. I like it. He, like, beat that guy's ass. He's just like, I want to catch the gun. He just wanted the gun, man. And the girl, Roundhouse...
The fact is, my ultra deduction is the best ability in this agency. I'm sure it's the best power in the whole country.
I cannot be the only one that's just like, I don't know if I like this guy. it's kind of the best one in the country. You'd be like, it's pretty good. Like, you'd be a little modest or humble or something. Be like, it's probably the best one in the world. Man, I love having the power of infinity. And no one's stronger than me or smarter than me. Huh. Fuck yourself.
No surprise that everyone depends on it.
We're all indebted to you, brother.
The rest of you have the combined deductive powers of a pack of monkeys.
How do you like this character? How do you like this? It's fine. Maybe he does a lot for the company. Maybe he is very helpful. Maybe he's a great detective, and maybe he started this whole thing. Maybe he saves lots of lives. And you know what? As long as you're helping, sure, I guess you could stay. But like, I don't need to like you, but you need to help.
Hey, kid.
Yes?
Never mind the cleanup here. You're done. You need to go with Rompo. You two will travel by train.
We have to hang out with Rompo? This episode's with Rompo? No, Poe. I don't want to fucking hang out with him. Can we hang out with Kenji? Mom says I have to hang out with Kenji.
I'm not a 2-bit detective. I don't need an assistant.
Then why am I going with you?
Simple. I never bothered to learn how to take the train.
Let's go hang out with Rompo, I guess. See what that bitch is about. I'm hoping by the end of this episode, I'll at least not mind him as much. But literally, as the seconds go on, it just gets worse and worse. Significant. Rompo can disappear. Let's just get rid of half this fucking agency and just start fresh. Okay, I only need like a few of us, and we'll meet new people. Okay.
Honestly, I was surprised at how naive Rompo was. He didn't know anything. How to buy a ticket, how to get through the turnstile, or how to figure out which platform to go to.
I don't fully believe that, unless like he is really good at solving things and deducing, and really horseshit at other things, which I could relate to, because I have a atrocious memory. I do, but like there are some things that I will remember, because there's no room in here, there's no storage. But like, I can remember someone's favorite color from like the fucking 5th grade. You know, so I'm good at remembering things about people that I have connections with, and then really bad about remembering most important other things. That's how it is. So maybe he's like that. So this is Murder on D Street? D Street?
It's ridiculous. Every difficult case should be overseen by a master detective like me.
We won't need private investigators on this, because the victim was a cop who worked for me.
That sounds already fishy, that you don't want any help whatsoever. And that the one guy's not working here anymore, and the other one's was dealing with the cop. This already seems like an inside job. Oh, fuck. Oh, she was so... Look at her cute little outfit and her little shoes. Oh, I'm sorry, lady. We'll catch the piece of shit.
The victim's a lady.
Yes, sir. Her body was found floating in the river this morning.
She was shot 3 times in the chest.
Fuck.
We don't know where or when she was killed.
I guess that's fair. She was floating in the river, I guess. Oh, man. Fuck. All right, well, now I'm kind of invested in this. This is like the first, like, maybe normal episode we've had. The first 3, 4... What episode are we on right now? The first few episodes that were before this all were kind of towards the main character's, like, story and lore and purpose and stuff like that, and, like, where he's placed and what his thought process is. But now this is, like, the first, like, outside job that we have, you know? And now we have to they have to figure this shit out.
Look over there, it's a man.
You sure? Do you think that's a second victim?
I'm gonna put it out there. I don't think it's gonna be the case, but I think it's gonna be the suicide guy. Sorry, again, I'll get there at some point. I'm still fresh. I'm still baby with this. But he's thrown himself in a river before. It could definitely be him. Show me. I fucking knew it. I know your stupid ass, and I knew you were gonna be in this fucking stupid river. God damn it. I didn't want to be right about that. Oh, what's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome to the case.
Including you bums.
Oh, tell me, officer, what's your name?
What? I am Sergeant Sugimoto, sir. The victim, Ms. Yamagiwa, was...
I like this guy. Sergeant Sugimoto. Let's bring him on the team. All right, let's trade him for the perverted sister. Look at that. Already significantly more helpful and an enjoyable character. No?
The Port Mafia's retaliatory methods are quite specific. They have a signature that's as unique to them as a fingerprint.
Oh, look at us go. Look at you. Look at this beautiful shot you get. See what happens when you're not trying to kill yourself and you're just trying to work and be a good man? Look at this. Look at you. You're glowing and you're also helpful. Okay, so the Mafia would do something differently in this situation. Okay, so we now know it's not a Mafia thing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a Mafia thing. It could be someone that's still related to the case that they're working on. 3 shots to the chest does seem a little exaggerative, but they did want to make sure she died. Which if you really just wanted to just go for it, you just do 1 shot, but they wanted to make sure. Which that's what the 3 bullets are for.
First, the traitor is forced on the ground and made to bite the curb.
We're talking about curb stopping right now? Oh, for the Port Mafia stuff? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess if we're being precise, then technically yes, but still.
So this MO is similar to the Mafia's.
Right, but without the face. Unless they cared about her face, and then they wouldn't want her to have to break her fucking jaw unless something else happened.
You've been reading too many crime novels. Cases are solved through investigation, interviewing persons of interest, and closely analyzing the crime scene.
I mean, I would think that perception deduction can also be just as helpful. I mean, yeah, all forms of information will help you get to your, solution faster or your answer, but I don't know. I think if you can deduce enough from a situation, especially if it's your fucking ability, yeah, it should be fine. So
what can I say? My personal motto is, all's well that's well for me.
Stupid bitch. Oh my god. I still don't like him.
You right? My personal motto would probably be, what's better than being alive?
Well.
And yours have a pure, cheerful, and energetic suicide. I get its first character in the person that he's relating to for the, what was it, authors or something, or painters or something like that. But still, my dude, I feel like if you really wanted it, it would have been done by now. That's it?
Yes, I see.
I see my ass.
And no reason to be as funny as it was. It's just, I see my ass. I mean, sure, sometimes, I'm sure.
That's right. You're the killer. I know that you did it, Sergeant Sugimoto.
No, not Sugimoto. I was gonna have him on the team. Oh, Sugimoto, what did you do? Are you just an amateur? So you're like, fuck it, I'll blame it on the Mafia? Sugimoto. For shame.
What stupid killer would want to come to the scene of the crime?
That's precisely why he's here. He wants to stay close to the investigation. And in case I didn't mention...
That's why he also didn't find bullets, because he made sure to get rid of them, because if you got the bullets, you would be able to see that came from his gun, potentially. And then he tried to frame it for somebody else. Sure, why not? But he also knows to get rid of the bullets, I guess, unless they actually went through her, maybe.
I know where we can find the evidence to prove it. Let me see your gun.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
If he didn't put 3 new bullets into his gun to cover this end, you deserve to be caught.
Can't just hand over my firearm to a civilian. They would take my badge away.
How convenient for you, Rampo. Your source of evidence is the one thing you can't look at.
But you can look at it, though. You go take his fucking gun. If there's 3 bullets missing, that's pretty fucking big.
Get it this way. If we examine that gun and come up empty, then you prove you're right and I'm an idiot with a big mouth.
I've had enough of listening to your annoying voice. Sugimoto, show him your gun.
But sir...
This so-called detective has barked up this tree as far as he can go. If we prove him wrong, you'll shut up and go home. Go on, you can show him your gun. Hey, what's the matter, Sugimoto?
Even here...
Yeah, what's the matter? Show him your gun. Come on, you obviously didn't do it, because, like, why would you do it? You know? You're an outstanding cop, and I was gonna bring you into my fucking building, and you're gonna murder all the other women there. This is what I get. Okay. Yeah.
That's right, detective.
Oh, yeah, oh, revolver too? I thought you were at least gonna have a clip or something. Magazine? Clip? There's a difference between the two. But a revolver? That is the easiest bitch to, one, refill, and two, to, like, check. Oh my god. Sugimoto, what are you doing, man? You had such a bright future. What happened?
Not good. Are you crazy?
Atsushi!
No! Don't do it!
Atsushi, go! Yes. Honestly, I support it. I support it. Look at him. He fucking saved him all right. Look, you're turning him into an outstanding detective. Bodyguard, something. You know, because one, like, yeah, you could push him into him to, like, hey, get used to doing this. But also, like, if he's the one that got shot, he could just turn into a tiger and then he'd be fine. This is the perfect outcome from this.
Abandoned shipyard.
Yesterday.
Just a few hundred meters upstream from here.
How'd you know that?
I'm sure we'll find more evidence there, including your footprints and hers, and the bloodstains you tried but failed to erase.
How the fuck does your ability? There's no fucking way. I don't think your ability is deduction, unless you could just tell that he's incompetent, which for sure you can, but I wouldn't doubt that your ability also would be just mind reading. You know, if you're able to, like, understand all this about a murder scene, like, yeah, I would have to, we're gonna have to see it, but, like, for me, my opinion on this would be, like, he can read minds. Even if the person is dead, probably for, like, a certain amount of time, he could still, like, read the brain. And he could see, because I'm like, how the fuck would you know that he can't do that? Unless you're like, oh no, he definitely does not know what the fuck he's doing.
How could you know that? No one could have figured it all out.
Okay, save your confession. Till we're back at the station.
An ultra deduction would, I guess, if you call, like, if you had an ability that you advertised as something else, and that's how you, like, advertise it to everybody, but then it actually is something that's related, but not quite. So if you told people, hey, my ability is ultra deduction, but you were a mind reader, you wouldn't want them to know you're a mind reader, because then it would just make everything more of a pain in the ass, right? But if you told me it was ultra deduction, they're like, oh, he's just gonna look around, you know? And then while they're looking around, they're like, oh, I hope he doesn't notice this thing over there, and then he's gonna know that thing's over there. Potentially. Could be overthinking it, but that's also what I do.
Titian knew he was vulnerable and already had a mole inside the Force to get rid of any evidence.
Oof.
The mole you were talking about, that was you, right?
I had always wanted to become a police officer. He found me when I was depressed. I was at a low point after my third time failing the entrance exam.
Oof. I get it. I know that you have dreams and stuff like that, but sometimes failures are answers that are disguised as, like, something else, I guess. Because, like, I had a dream to become a game dev, and I moved down to a whole different state, and I took the math test, and I fucking just got destroyed in the math test, because, hey, I didn't learn a lot of maths, all right? And then I couldn't do gaming, and I took that more as a sign instead of, like, you know what, why don't I study more math and get back to it? No, I was just like, this is just the path of my life right now. I don't have time to go back. I already fucking moved. I already did this. So I'm like, well, just do something else. And I did something else, and I got my degree, and it didn't really make a difference anyway, because now I'm doing YouTube regardless. But moral of the story is, sometimes when you lose something that you thought you were supposed to have, sometimes that's just the path of something that you did not have the vision for at the moment. You know, I didn't think I would get here, but I'm very happy that I am, and I wouldn't have gotten here without said failure, you know? So I would not have taken that test 3 times. I'd have been like, fuck, and I did. I did say fuck, and I was like, all right, well, new plan. And you just kind of keep rolling with it. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh my God.
What are you doing? I'm just trying to protect you. Give me the evidence or he'll hire someone to kill you. I want to help you stay alive.
This feels extremely, like, aggressive, and you cannot point a gun at someone and say, I'm trying to protect you. I mean, you can try, but you did not protect her, and you killed her.
Stop! Don't!
Oh my God. That was just a fucking mess. Oh my God. You did accidentally kill her, but also this is what happens when you fucking play with guns. Oh my God. What a fucking... I mean, I think you're still going to jail. All right, you still murdered her. This was very irresponsible. God, what? Why couldn't you just take the bullets out when you're trying to... I understand, and maybe you're actually trying to do it, but like, see what happens. Fuck.
There's still the matter of what you did with the body.
Yeah.
You were in a bind. You panicked and made a rash choice. You called the crooked politician for help. He told you to destroy the evidence by making it look like a mafia hit.
And by mafia hit, you had to shoot her 3 times in the chest. But you didn't have the heart to, like, break her fucking jaw. Which, to be fair, I feel like would be... Even though shooting someone, like, 2 additional times in the chest seems like it would fucking suck, because yes, it would. But I feel like it's easier to shoot someone in the chest than, like, fucking to snap their jaw. Yeah, it just feels more personal and aggressive, you know?
That politician is responsible for her death. Tell me right now!
Well, I mean, no, he is responsible for her death. She could have died down the road, but also maybe she wouldn't have. But we won't have that answer now, will we?
Hey, Sugimoto.
What?
Want me to guess what her final words were? I have an idea.
There's no fucking way. There is no fucking way. Unless your ability is mind reading. There's no way you can deduce that. Unless it's severely important. Go.
See, the truth is, Rampo isn't gifted with special powers.
Huh?
Oh?
Rampo is a rare breed. Despite appearances, he's an ungifted member of the crime-fighting team at the Armed Detective Agency.
What? So he doesn't even have a fucking ability? I mean... yeah, I guess that's cool. But I still don't like his fucking attitude, okay?
His ultra deduction isn't an ability. I had heard about it, but today was the first time I got to witness him in action.
So my whole fucking mind reading thing is bullshit. Oh, I was so excited to maybe figure that out, but maybe... he could just be a great detective, I guess, but I want to know how he would have known all that other shit, I guess.
Secretly pinching his hair behind him. As you well know, my unique power is to neutralize anyone's ability if I touch them.
Right, but wouldn't you have, like, tested this a long fucking time ago? You know, if like, he's been in your agency, I'm sure you would want to, like, test everybody's ability and making sure that, like, your ability, like, interacts with theirs and to any capacity, you know? So, like, is this your first time, and how long that you're like, oh, you know what? I never fucked around with testing, just make sure he's telling the truth or not.
Shooting 2 extra rounds to make it look like a mafia hit.
Any innocent person who saw a body with 3 gunshot wounds would assume they were fired at the same time.
Oh.
You're right. You're right. It's just what I do. I take a fucking idea and I just run with it. I am a dog with a bone. I'm like, all right, this works for me, and I'm fucking off. All right, no, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
What Tsukimoto said implied he knew the victim had died from the first shot. How could he have known that before the autopsy was performed?
'Cause he was the shooter. But Rampo also knew when the murder had been committed. He said it was yesterday morning.
That's because he observed the body was still in good condition.
Yeah, I mean, that one's more reasonable. Like, cause like the body decomposes drastically over a few days, especially with like the interaction of like water and like the bullet holes and all that shit, like everything. That's like kind of the science behind like you know. I've been doing this for a while and I keep getting fucking distracted. But just like with the science of like anatomy, with like how it interacts with like nature and like being injured and just blood in general, just like all that stuff kind of comes into like the science of like being dead necessarily. And so like being in the water and also being like how the bullets are like, which the trajectory, right? All that shit like comes into consideration. So like if she looks relatively healthy, you know, it had to have happened somewhat recently. And also the cooling of like, I'm sure the river would have like kept her in a little bit more of condition as well, right?
So then they were dating each other?
When he called her, she went to see him right away without a trace of makeup. She trusted him. They even wore matching watches. It tells me they were in love.
Oh my god. Damn, dude. You idiot, and you fucking shot her? Fuck. That's the first thing you go to. Oh my god, this was so messy. I like the actual, like, this was a fun episode. I like this episode. This might have been one of my favorite episodes so far. It was cute.
With such strong feelings for her, he couldn't kick her head in to finish the cover-up.
All right, that one's a little bit more obvious probably, but still, like, I'm like, it takes a lot more out of you to fucking do that, especially now that I know that, like, you know, you loved her. So like that would fucking suck. I don't think it would even sold your case even a little bit more anyway. Like you're already fucked at this point.
He's never been wrong. Our city is safer thanks to his work and the power of his mind. He truly is a great man, don't you think?
Somebody's not doing their job!
If he could just be like a little bit more bearable, I would appreciate him more. I think I'm still going to keep him where he is in my ranking, unfortunately, because I just enjoy everybody else's personalities more. But he's fine. He's fine.
You're supposed to help me find my—
No, not the fucking music again. Oh my god. Great episode. I enjoyed it a lot. I know we're probably not going to get a ton of these kind of episodes because like it's going to revolve around like the mafia and all that stuff, but honestly, I always loved deduction-based shows and episodes and stuff like that. I loved Sherlock, you know, any form of Sherlock technically. Anything that's like just like detective stuff is just fun. It's just like it's a puzzle that you get to kind of work through, and you get to understand like people's like personalities and when people are lying, and then also like putting in like just information against like everything. I don't know. It's just a fun version of a puzzle. You know what I mean? And it's really cool to see like the creativity behind the people that make really complicated cases as well. So if there's more of that shit to come, I'd fucking love it.